I didn't.
I know now you be God, oh. I go bless you all the way. I say now you be God, oh. I go give you all the praise. Everybody call Amo Eledumare, Eledumare. Make you shout in name Eledumare, Eledumare. Everybody call Amo Eledumare, Eledumare. Make you call Amo. You make the lame to walk, you make the blind to see, you make the barren fruitful. How many have it all? Ebube, nobody may like you. Hey, call me Eledumare, Eledumare. Mama shout at me Eledumare, Eledumare. Make you dey call in name, oh. Eledumare, Eledumare. 'Cause now you be God. I sing Omalicha, I sing Silence, I sing flying, I sing go down, I sing Chokomilo. I try, you know below. He said make I sing for Rambo. He said he go wipe away my tears. Hey, he said he go take away my pain. Oh. Because now he be God.
Good evening and welcome to another interesting edition of Entertainment Weekly with your host, Rotimi Agbana. And today I'm in the studio with a multi-talented gospel artist who is here to talk about his music and some interesting topics in the Nigerian entertainment industry. So with me in the studio today is John Agoha, a very talented gospel artist. Welcome, John. Welcome, bro.
Yeah, I'm good.
How's it going?
Good.
Okay, let's start with this video titled Eledumare. Why the title Eledumare?
Eledumare is talking about God, and you know, God is a Yoruba name. Actually, I didn't really know how to speak Yoruba, but the inspiration came, and I had to work on the song. So, but right now everybody's feeling the song. People like the song, and it's doing so well.
Wow, that means the reception has been
Massive. It's getting a whole lot of airplay. The radios are banging back to back, and on the street it's doing well. It's really doing well. I'm happy that, you know, we're smiling to that place.
Smiling to the bank, you meant to say.
I didn't mention that.
Okay, now let's talk about your music generally. How did you start?
I started as a secular artist, and for 10 years I was doing secular before I had a call to change to gospel, and no regret, because gospel has really taken me far and wide.
Okay.
And not just that, the fulfillment, the response I get from people, the life I'm affecting is very important to me, and that one alone is making me to know that, man, I'm doing the right thing. The music for me, I've been asking, why did you change from secular to gospel? When you were secular, you were with one of the biggest label, but I had to go because I had to go and answer my call, and that's what I did.
When you say you had to answer your call, you might ask, who called?
God called me. Yes, God called me. God called me.
So would you say that you've been fulfilling God's promise for your life?
Yes, I'm really. It's like before I was singing it's like you singing the wrong songs. I've been doing like you speaking the wrong languages. So, but right now, I think I'm doing well.
Okay, let's put something in perspective. You understand? Most people, when they hear gospel artists, they feel like, oh, those are the Sprikoko, the holy, and all that. When you say someone is a gospel artist, is it just about the music you do, or you as a person plus your music, everything together, you know?
Like what I keep saying is gospel does not change you. You just have to understand that there's something gospel does to you. When you're a gospel artist, you're conscious of a lot of things. At first, you might not be living that life 100%.
Yeah, sure.
You know, but it will get to a point when you see how people start relating with you. Because the way people will start seeing you, they start seeing you as a man who get inspiration from God, and you channel it down and you bring it, you start serving the people. And when you start serving the people, they are the receivers. When they begin to receive and things are beginning to happen to them, and when you start getting testimonies from what you are doing as a gospel artist,
from your ministrations,
you now start arranging yourself. You now start remolding yourself. Gradually, you find yourself that you now find out that you need to start living a life of what you're singing. Yes, and he doesn't stop any, like for me, people will say, gospel artist, you're swagger. Sometimes you be swag. Because most times people want to see you wear suit, tie, and go and minister. No, sometimes I wear my jeans and my t-shirt. Yeah. Sometimes I wear my jeans and my t-shirt. Sometimes I wear my baggy jeans. Sometimes I wear my, sometimes I look very funky. And there was a church I went to, and when I got there, they were like, wow, and this one, they were doing one kind. But when I started singing, the power came down. The power that came down in that meeting was too big, was massive. People started falling under the anointing. So the major thing is your relationship with God.
Okay, not your outward.
No, not your outward. The problem is people are running after men. Men are not source. Men are channels. It's just like somebody who's pursuing shadows. You're not pursuing the real thing. That's what men is. That's why men can disappoint you. When they disappoint you, you start crying and you're feeling depressed. You want to commit suicide. You have a relationship with one guy and it did not work. You want to commit suicide. Why do you want to commit suicide? Why do you want to die? Why do you want to kill yourself? Nobody wants your tears. Because the problem is you trust men so much. So when you trust a man must disappoint you.
Of course.
I've had people who promised me everything, who said, oh, I'm going to give you this to do. The day I was supposed to finish the project, the person called me and said, my son is going to school and he needs this money. What do you think I should do? Should I give you the money or give my son? I said, give your son the money. And that was what happened. Wow. So he has to give his son his money. That's man for you. But God can never give you a promise and disappoint. He's a promise keeper.
Okay, so far, since you switched, how was there a time you ever felt like I shouldn't have, or you've been reaping the fruits of your decision?
Actually, as a human being, sometimes you want to think, like when I started the gospel, it was a little bit slow. Even if I was everywhere, I was performing in AY Live, the major shows, fine, it was good, I was performing there, but the truth was, I was not really smiling to the bank. But it got to a point, I told myself, this is not the crowd I need to start ministering to. But in all those events I was going to, you see somebody walk up to you and say, man, do you know I did not go to church today, but as you were performing at the AY Live, I was sitting there, I felt I was in church. You see a lot of people who, like a lot of people posted my song. Imoni did a video of my song, and I don't know him, we've never met. And when he did a video of my song Jehovah, and everybody was like, people were tagging me. Everybody was tagging me because he was asking, who is this artist that sang the song? People were tagging me, him and Casey. And it was, those are not, people were like, Agua, you need to repost this thing. No, those are men. I don't run after men. Are you understand me? Because I don't run after men. It's like sometimes I know that if they really need me, they will do anything to get me. So while people were like, even somebody from Wazobia said, you will have. I said, I just sent a message. I said, thank you for this. If the song is not blessing them, they won't use it. I didn't ask them to use it. Some felt maybe I know KC, maybe I spoke to KC to do it. I didn't talk to him about it. So that's it.
Okay, you talked about realizing that the crowd you were performing to at a point in time was not the people that God had sent you to perform to and all that. Before you decided to start to change your crowd, was there a time that while performing you didn't get the kind of response you wanted? Of course, there would have been. Would you care to share some of those?
No. Like, I must tell you the truth. Forget all this swag people are swagging out there. People like God. People like God.
Oh, yeah.
I have sang Jehovah in the club, and it's a guy who was smoking Igbo. I don't know if I'm free to talk like this. Yes. A guy who was smoking Igbo. The guy was sitting there as I was singing Jehovah. I went to him, I was singing the third verse. The guy stood up and sprayed me dollars. When he finished spraying me dollars, he hugged me. He said, do you know that as you were singing this song, something was ministering to me that I have to stop this life.
Wow.
And live. So sometimes you don't know where God is sending you to.
Of course.
You know, but all the shows I have been, we've been killing it. We've been killing it. It's been wow. I swear. It's been wow. That's it.
Okay. You have how many songs out now?
Okay, I have like 4 songs that is banging right now on air.
The titles?
The first one is Jehovah, Eledumare, Ebube, and Chuko Idimoma. So I'm dropping a new song soon.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay, actually, the next one I'm dropping is titled Mbom Bom 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 Agidigba Agidigba. It means that people are saying, tell me how your God is big. You tell them saying, Mbom Bom 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 Agidigba. This God is Mbom Bom Bom Bom. It's very, very catchy, and I'm going to drop it on my birthday.
Sorry, we need to go back to the title again. Let's let people
Mbom Bom Bom Agidigba Agidigba.
So let's talk about the inspiration behind the song.
Actually, that song Mbom Bom 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 was, I've had that song for so many years. I've had that song for so many years.
Go.
You know, I've had that song for so many years, even before I started doing gospel.
Wow.
You know, in my local church in Benin, I used to sing that song, and everybody knows me. Some people used to call me that name, boom 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 boom. That guy really sing boom boom boom. I don't want to sing today, you know. And it's a song I have always knew that I was going to record. I knew I was going to record that song one day, and when it was time, I spoke to Magic Flow. I told him, I said, there's this song I want to do. He said, just do a voice note and send to me. And when he came out with the beef, just something else off the book. Then I voiced on it.
Wow, beautiful. Before we go forward, would you mind doing let's see just a freestyle on the song, so that your fans will anticipate what.
Bum 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 boy, agidigba agidigba.
That's it.
Bum 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 boy, agidigba gosim kachineke gidiyo. Bum 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 bum. Agidigba agidigba. Then say I no go make am. Mbombo come bless me. Then say I no go prosper. Agidigba make me hammer. Agidigba, nobody be like you. Mumbo, nobody day like you. Mumbo, agidigba agidigba.
Of course, with this little freestyle that you've done, of course, your fans will be expecting that. Yeah.
Wow, the song
to be a big
is
one.
The song is gonna be. See, I've never done wrong songs since I became a gospel artist, and
Wow.
that is why my sounds are never wrong. That's why when I drop a song, like when I dropped last year, when I dropped Ukwe Dinuma last year, you know, a lot of blogs carried it. I didn't pay a dime to anybody. I just dropped it on my Twitter and said this is a new song, and people started reposting, some started putting, some came, you know, it was something, it was massive. And everybody, because the first person that really helped me to promote that song was Urel. Urel did a video of that song because that day she just paid her house rent, and when she came to my spa, she said, when she was hearing the song, she said, Agoa, I love this song, let me just do a video of this song because I just paid my rent today. The first time I'm paying my rent from my sweat.
Sorry,
I need to thank God.
Which Uriel?
The one that went for the Big Brother.
Oh, okay.
And when she posted it, people were calling me, people were sending messages, they were tagging me, please, when is this song going to drop? I need it, how can I get it? And I told them, and it was good.
Wow. Okay, so you've been in the industry for a while, and you've dropped a couple of songs. When should your fans expect an album?
My album will drop as soon as my album is ready. The title of my album is Songs from the Future. That's the title of the album.
So you're dropping how soon?
We're looking at before the end of the year. We want to make it like a concert. We want to make it massive.
Okay.
Massive. You know, it's gonna be like, man, it's gonna be something you've never seen before.
Well, let's not say much about that. Let your fans anticipate. You know,
Yeah.
wait and see what you have to give to them.
Yeah.
Okay, Agoha, having had a stint at secular music and also gospel music, how do you see both industries?
Actually, I noticed that most artists are lazy. Most artists want to be as big as they
Gospel or secular now?
both especially the secular ones.
Okay.
You know, the gospel on some are lazy too. You know, the problem they have is they don't want to invest into their career. Like,
Sorry, when you say lazy and they don't want to invest, how exactly do you mean?
yes, that's what you see. Anything you love, you must pay a price for it. When you can't pay a price for whatever you said you have passion for, that means you're not ready for the business. It's no more entertainment, it's not show business. You must understand that it's a business, it's your life. Some upcoming will tell you, I'm looking for somebody who's going to give me 10 million. Who's going to give you 10 million? In your backyard, in your house? Because you can't sit down and you want 10 million to come to you.
Of course, you have to work.
I cannot just invest into somebody I don't know his capacity. Because right now, the way the game is going, who you even pull hope say go blow, no they blow. The person you think that will blow will not blow. The one you don't even put your mind, it could just blow. Boom.
Exactly.
It's like that. That's how the industry is. That's why you don't underestimate anybody. You don't look down on anybody. So that's why, in my own case, I try to help anyone that comes my way, whether the person sound is good now or not. Because if you see some people that don't even have good sound, right now their sound is getting better. They're doing well.
Yeah.
So an upcoming artist will tell you, I want to, I'm an artist. You ask him, do you know anything about Kusum? He will tell you, what is Kusum? You ask him, do you know where Beat FM is? He will tell you, bros, I don't know where you do. And 24 hours, that artist is online. He goes to Facebook, he goes to Instagram,
Twitter,
he's on Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, and all of that. His Android phone, he's not using it to Google and know where these things are. Basic things as an artist you need to know. Like if you travel out of the country and a white guy is asking you, where your station, where is the stations, where are they? You cannot tell the person. You know, there was a day I was coming from Abuja. You know, I can't forget that day. Then I met a woman who's going to Australia. We're in the same flight. As we landed, then before we landed, we got talking. And when we were talking, she said, how many states have you been to in Nigeria? I said, I've only been to Abuja, I know Lagos, I know Benin because I grew up in Benin. I've been to Port Harcourt. He said, you've not been to Calabar? You've not been to Kano? You've not been to Kaduna? You don't know Jos?
And these are major cities in Nigeria.
You've not been to Enugu? You've not been to... He said, I'm a Muslim. I'm from the north. He said, all these places, I know them. If I ask you now where you want to go, you tell me you want to go to America. you want to go to Canada. You know, you've not been to America, but Nigerians have not been to America. Every young man have not been to America, but they know the names of the states in America. Yeah. But when you ask them the states in Nigeria, they don't know it. When I landed, I know what I told that woman. I said, man, you have taught me something today. I need to start visiting. Then I started. I began to go. I find out that every time I go to these places, there's something to meet there. And there's something to get from those places. But you're neglecting it. So it's something we need to understand. So everybody wants to be Davido, Wizkid. And who are your friends? You're an upcoming artist, you want to blow. Who are your friends? You associate with a guy who is a banker, who doesn't like music. How can he help you? No, it's something like Wizkid said he was close to Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. And why was he close to him? He's a producer. He lives in DJ Strambolera's house. Are you hearing me? He goes to see him in DJ Stramborella's house. These are people, you know. Okay, I keep telling artists, if you have to sleep in the studio, you know, oh, this guy is a producer. Even if he's not really tight, why can't I make friend with him? I don't have money to produce my song. Let me make friend with him. If he's my friend, I say, guy, I'm gonna give you 1K recharge card now. Just do something for me. Play. He go knock him. Before you know it, you don't get your beat. Before you know it, play, you don't voice. Before you know it, you have something to sample. But these people, they are not interested. But they tell you they want to. If you ask them now, they will name all, they tell you, we must pass the video. How will you pass the video?
Without doing the basic things they're supposed to do. Anyway, John, we're going to have questions coming in very soon. But before then, you described the industry as showbiz. Is gospel music also showbiz?
It's showbiz now. Are they not collecting money? And they say they are not collecting money. Even if they are doing work of God, pastors are collecting tithes. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But don't like, for me, I don't base my ministrations on money. I always look at how to bless lives. Because I noticed when I started, I was putting money first. Hey, I need to go and minister, they will pay me. But at the end of the day, you always get disappointment. Because when you put money first. But sometimes some pastors will use you. They use personal. It's the truth. You know, I'm a very blunt person. I say it the way it is. They will use you. I've been to a church where after I finished singing, pastor say, hey, I'm doing transfer. For 1 year, I didn't get transfer.
Wonderful.
We use Torchlight. They find transfer for blue light. We don't see transfer.
Are you for real?
Yes.
Up till now?
Up till now. I've seen one who told me, hey, I'm transferring. We wait. To the extent I met him and his wife in a party, and he said, I'm not greeting them. I still greet them. I said, you want my leader? Okay. He said, oh, don't worry, the next day. Any day they tell you to call him, you will call him from morning till night, he won't pick. Oh. These are people who call you to come and minister. He will not pick. Then after some time, one day he just sent me 5,000.
Okay, John, all of these ugly experiences, how does it rub off on you?
Yes, it makes me stronger. Because I'm a fighter. I don't give up. Because life does not give a man what he wants except what he demands. You understand? All these things doesn't depresses me. It doesn't make me feel bad. There are a lot of people who promise me, I want to invest into your career this year, and they did not. But God is doing it on his own. I've come to realize that it's not all about man. If you have God, you have everything. You don't need men. You don't need men. Like people will say, you have to be in a particular church. And if you're not in that church. Me, I have a vision. I have a mindset. I know what I'm doing. When I settle my craft, when I pack all my debts out, I continue to pack them. One day, when whatever I'm carrying is ready to be served, when it's served, the world will shake. You know, sometimes we feel we're not doing well. But I see almost all my sons in all the promotions tapes. I'm here today because you have seen what I have done. That's why I'm here. If I've not done anything, you won't invite me to come for this interview. Because I have worked. So those things don't get hold of me. I just move on. I believe in myself. I do my prayers. I believe in my God. I fight for what I want to do. And today, I must tell you the truth. God is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. You can't seek him and you don't get results. I'm not being too religious. I'm talking. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, John. You in the introduction part, you talked about being called to serve and all that, being called to minister to people, to touch people's life and all that. And of course, for every song, lyrics is very, very important. One, how do you get your lyrics? And number two, we have a lot of crazy lyrics out there right now. The kind of songs that people want to listen to are the kind of commercial songs that have dirty lyrics. Don't you think that these lyrics, one way or the other, affects the job that you are trying to do?
Everybody has what God has deposited inside of him. Like for me, I must tell you the truth. The problem a lot of people have is they copy what they hear on radio. Like for me, I don't copy what I hear on the radio. My inspirations come from God. And most times I try to relate my inspirations to what people are going through. And that's it.
Okay. People will be expecting that by now you should be married. What's happening?
Oh wow. Someone broke my heart 2 years ago. And no, I was supposed to be married 2 years ago. I posted it everywhere. So I don't catch you. Saying I heard the last bus stop, Lua has done it, but I don't know say I'm on a long thing. At the end of the day, it didn't work out. She got married to someone else. And don't ask me why it didn't work out. Just say it didn't work out. So right now we're believing God that I'm still very much single. We're believing God for a wife, and I know that very, very soon. Don't worry, we'll tie them off. Out of now will come. Now we'll go and shake them.
Just out of curiosity, this experience, how did it affect your music?
Actually, that was why I wrote that song, Ebube. Ebube, no leave me. Ebube, no leave me.
Was that her name?
Ebube means God. Ebube, don't leave me. You no leave me alone. Mama Nkechi, they laugh me, say me I never born. Anytime I send Nkechi message, she go telling me no. Me I can't cry, me I can't think, I don't know what thing I go do. I worry the children my way, I'm happy fame get pussy kwa. Then say I to they pray. Then say I to the fasts from Monday to Sunday. That's also church you go.
I may have to cut you there, John, because our time is limited. So, John, thanks for coming on the show today.
No problem.
I hope to have you some other time when you have the time to come around. So we're going to leave the audience with the video of your song, Eledumare. See you same time next week. Do have a nice week.
I know now you be God, oh. I go bless you all the way. I say now you be God, oh. I go give you all the praise. Everybody call Amo Eledumare, Eledumare. Make you shout in name Eledumare, Eledumare. Everybody call Amo Eledumare, Eledumare. Make you call Amo. You make the lame to walk, you make the blind to see, you make the barren fruitful. How many have it all? Ebube, nobody they like you. Hey, call me Eledumare, Eledumare. Mama shout at me Eledumare, Eledumare. Make you call in them Eledumare, Eledumare. Cause now you be God. I sing Omalicha, I sing Silence, I sing flying, I sing go down, I sing Chokomilo. I try, you know below.